A warm welcome to the students of Narayana. This is Radhakrishna standing in front of you. Today we are going to discuss about the 17th dated physics assignment of class 10th. The concept is nothing but, let us see, the electromagnetism. The concept is nothing but electromagnetism. Now let us see the physics assignment. The first question is, why does the needle get deflected by the magnet? Why does the needle gets deflected by the bar magnet? See, let us take a bar magnet. It consists of two poles. One is north pole, another one is called south pole. When a compass needle is kept nearer to the north pole of a bar magnet, when a compass box is kept nearer to the north pole of a bar magnet, needle in the compass box will get deflected. The magnetic needle in the compass box will deflect. Why? Because of due to the strength of magnetic field, the needle in the compass box will deflect. The needle in the compass box will be deflected due to the strength of the magnetic field. Now let us see the second question, that is, how can we find the strength of magnetic field and direction of the field? How can we find the strength of magnetic field and the direction of the field? Now let us, first of all, you can draw the magnetic lines of force like this. Okay, this is nothing but a bar magnet. It consists of north and south poles. Okay, then a compass box is kept nearer to the north pole of a bar magnet. Then you can draw the magnetic lines of force like this. These are the magnetic lines of forces. These are nothing but magnetic lines of forces. When a bar magnet is kept nearer to a compass box is kept nearer to the bar magnet, these are the magnetic lines of forces. All the magnetic lines of forces will be starts at north pole and ends at the south pole like this. These are the magnetic lines of forces. Then if you keep a compass tangent drawn to the line, if you keep a compass at the tangent drawn to the line, that tangent will give the direction of magnetic field. That the tangent will give the direction of magnetic field. Means a compass box is placed at the tangent drawn to the line, then that compass box or tangent drawn to the line will give the direction of the magnetic field. That is the second question. Now let us see the third question, that is, can we give certain values to the magnetic field of a field at every point in the magnetic field? Again I am repeating the question. Can you give the certain values to magnitude of the field at every point in the magnetic field? Yes, we can give the answer is nothing but yes. The answer is nothing but yes. We can give the values to the magnetic field at every point in a magnetic field. At every point in a magnetic field. That is the answer of the third question. Now let us see the fourth question, that is, with the help of a given figure, the teacher explained that the magnetic field lines are closed lines and not in a open lines. Write questions which will you ask your teacher whether the given statement is right or wrong. Okay, and you should ask the questions. You can frame the questions. Are magnetic lines of force? Are magnetic lines of forces? The first question is nothing but, are magnetic lines of forces are closed loops or open loops? Are magnetic lines of forces are open loops or closed loops? This is the first question. Are magnetic lines of forces are closed loops or open loops? You can frame on your own also, no problem. Are magnetic lines of forces are open or closed loops? Open or closed loops? Can you explain? Closed. This is nothing but closed loops. Can you explain? Are magnetic lines of forces are closed or open loops? Can you explain? This is the first question. Are the magnetic lines of forces are lies inside the magnet or outside the bar magnet? Are magnetic lines of forces are lies inside the bar magnet or outside the bar magnet? And our magnetic lines of forces will exactly will form the open loops or closed loops. Like this, you can frame the questions on your own. Now let us see the next question. That is very important question. How can you verify a current carrying wire produces a magnetic field with the help of an experiment? This is also called an Oersted experiment. An Oersted experiment to find the magnetic field with every current carrying wire may produce the magnetic field. But this can be conducted by the Oersted. This is also called Oersted experiment. The Oersted, first of all, the Oersted conducted this experiment. Every current carrying wire will produce the magnetic field. Now let us see how the current carrying wire will produce the magnetic field. First of all, you can write the aim. Aim is nothing but, question is nothing but aim only. Question is nothing but aim only. That is the aim is nothing but to verify current carrying conductor to produce the magnetic field. The aim is nothing but to verify current carrying conductor to produce the magnetic field. Now let us see the materials required. Second one is nothing but materials required. What are the materials required to do this activity is nothing but this is nothing but a wooden thermocol sheet, and these two are nothing but wooden slits, first slit and second slit. This is nothing but completely thermocol sheet. These are the 9-volt batteries, and this is nothing but a plug key, and this is nothing but a compass box. These are the materials required to do this experiment. Again I am telling, thermocol sheet, plug key, battery, 2 wooden slits, and 24 gauge copper wire. These are nothing but connecting wires. This green color part is nothing but a 24 gauge copper wire. These are the materials are required to do this activity. Now the third point is nothing but diagram already you know, you draw very well. Then let us see the procedure parts. Take a thermocol sheet, fix it to a cardboard. Take a first point is nothing but take a thermocol sheet and fix it to a cardboard, and take 2 wooden slits which is having V-shaped slits on the top of the ends. Let us see, these are the V-shaped slits on the top of the wooden slits, and they are fixed parallel with they are parallel with each other, and they are fixed to a thermocol sheet. And take a 24 gauge copper wire, passes through these 2 slits. 24 gauge copper wire passes through the 2 slits, and one end of the wire is should be connected across the plug key, and other end is connected across the battery, and the remaining end should be connected with a copper wire. And this is nothing but complete circuit diagram. Now, if the key should be closed, what happens? The current will pass into the circuit. When a key should be closed, the current will pass into the circuit. Now take a compass is placed below the current carrying wire. A compass box is placed below the current carrying wire. Then you can observe immediately the magnetic needle in the compass box will deflect. The magnetic needle in the compass box will deflect. Why? Because of every current carrying wire will produce both electric field as well as a magnetic field also. Due to this magnetic field, the magnetic needle in the compass box will deflect due to the current carrying wire. Because according to Einstein experiment, every current carrying wire will produce the electrical field as well as a magnetic field also. So that due to this magnetic field, the magnetic needle in the compass box will deflect. That can be first tested by the scientist called Oersted, and this is also called Oersted experiment. The conclusion is nothing but every current carrying wire will produce the magnetic field. Thank you.